Good evening, lovely friends. Happy Sunday. Today is Sunday the 21st of February. What a week it's been. I've had some successes with getting some sewing done this week. The first thing I wanted to show you was the quilt that I finished quilting. So I said to you that I wanted to stipple quilt my Tula Hearts quilt top that I finished at retreat, and I did do that, but I had the opportunity to use my friend's long arm rather than wrestle the quilt through my regular domestic sewing machine. So I jumped at the chance and I quilted my hearts quilt. So it's just an all over stipple, and I've just backed it in a teal because I really just wanted to pull through some of the teals that are in the quilt, and I think that that was a perfect one. So yeah, I wonder if I can lay it out a bit for you. The texture on this is just so scrummy. It's not a tight stipple, so it's got like a real cuddly feel to it still, but it's, yeah, really nice. I'm really happy with how that turned out. And oh my gosh, it is amazing the difference. It's amazing the difference being able to do that on a long arm. So lucky. I am so lucky to have the opportunity to do that. So I'm very grateful to my lovely friend Kerry for letting me use her machine. But look at how lovely that is. So nice. So I got to get that one finished. Super excited to have that one done. That was a jelly roll. These fabrics here. This whole quilt is just made with background and one jelly roll. And I have had that jelly roll sitting in my stash for so long. I think like since it first was released, so a very long time. And I just didn't know what to make with it, and I think this was perfect. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. And we did do some other sewing as well, but yeah, super excited about that. Now the other thing I managed to finish this week, so I only have one other finish, and that was putting the binding on my cushion covers. So these ones were quilted on my regular sewing machine, and I've just hand stitched the binding down on these. I'm really happy with how they turned out as well. So now I just need to get some cushions to put inside, and they can go on my bed with the quilt, which is lovely. So they are my finishes for this week. Goals for next week. Next week, I would really like to focus my attention on maybe doing some knitting, because I haven't done any knitting since the first pair of socks that I made. Have I even shown you those? I think I have. I'm pretty sure I have. But I would like to have another go at some socks, because hopefully this is going to be a cooler winter. I'm crossing my fingers for it. It's been a very mild summer for a Queensland summer, so maybe we'll have a nice cool winter. That would be quite marvelous. So yes, so instead of going to the Guild Sew Day today, which is what today was, I took advantage and did my quilt on the long arm, which, I mean, how can that's just such an amazing treat to be able to do that. So that was a lovely Sunday. I have had a really wonderful day. And then this afternoon, after dinner and the kids were in bed, well, after dinner and the youngest was in bed, I had a Google Meet, yes, book club to do. It was the first one for the book that I'm reading, which is called The Midnight Library. We will meet again next week for the second half of the book, and it was really fun. It's a book club that I managed to find through a Facebook group, a Goodreads Facebook group, and it's fantastic because there's people in the book club that are from all over the globe, Scotland and the UK and America and just, yeah, everywhere. So it was fun to have a chat. The Philippines as well. There was one other person from Australia, and it was just nice to have a chat about a book that we're all reading, even though we're just from so many different parts of the world. And yeah, really enjoying that book. I would like to say that it does have a bit of a trigger warning. I wouldn't recommend it for anyone who has severe depression or has had suicidal thoughts and things like that, because it does have a bit of a suicide trigger. Just be wary of that. But the book itself is, yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Really enjoying it. But other than that, I haven't really got a lot else that I can tell you. So I have been busy doing some other things, but it will be a while before I can show you because, yeah, I'm not allowed to talk about the project just yet, but it is a lot of fun and it is keeping me busy on the side. Because I do have this other project, it is making it difficult to find the time to do more sewing for me that I can share with you, but that won't be forever. That's just for the moment. But yeah, one other thing that I would really like to start this week is some hand sewing. I have really missed hand sewing. I loved binding that quilt. Like I finished quilting that quilt today and it's bound already. I just love hand sewing. So I'm going to start possibly just with some EPP. I've got some fabrics that are just nice sort of florally fabrics that I might use. Let me show you what they are. Oh, where are they though? So I do have these charm squares as well. And they're all just very nice, soft florals. They're very pastel-y, pretty fabrics. And I just thought that they would look just really nice done in some hexies. So I've got these and I thought I might have a play with these this week. I don't know what it will become, possibly just another cushion cover because that was really fun to make. I don't know. We'll have a think about it, but I just feel like these gorgeous soft pastels would love to be hexies, don't you think? So I'm going to use that as my hand project for this week. So really, that's probably all I have that I will focus on this week. Socks and hexies. I'd love to have more, but we'll see how we go for time. Yeah, see how we go for time. You have to excuse my camo singlet today, but it is just a really hot, muggy day today. We've had a bit of rain and the sun has come out and it's just like it's just been turned into a sauna. So even the air conditioning's not really doing the job. But yeah, it was a day for things like camo singlets today. So that is my makes for this week. Thank you for joining me again. All things going well, I'm actually hoping to have a little bit of a tutorial going up, hopefully by Thursday evening this week. So keep an eye out for that one. But otherwise, I will see you, my friends, next week on Sunday. Bye.